Hey there, welcome to day 280 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. Today we are going to explore 20 plus different ways to contribute, 20 different ways. And our action item is that we're going to look at and share one way that we'll look into today. Maybe you already know which ways you like to contribute or which way you want to contribute the most, and it's on this list. Share that in the comments below. Otherwise, pick one new one to explore and just, Google or do a quick online search to see if it's something that appeals to you. So what are these things? I'm going to share, I think there's 23, but I said 20 plus different ways to contribute. In other words, share outside of yourself and make the world a better place, because there's no sense contributing to the mayhem and the craziness that is going on in our world right now, unless, of course, you want our world to be worse than it is. But I say, let's all contribute to making the world a better place. So how are we going to go about doing that? Handy dandy magnifying glass. Number one, financial donations. We all know that we can give money to causes and things that we care about. If you've never done that before, maybe you want to do a little research and find out what would be a great cause that you want to support and donate money to. Number two, volunteering, giving your time and expertise and energy. I still contend this is the best way to make the world a better place, is by sharing your knowledge, sharing your wisdom, sharing what you know, sharing your experiences, and positively impacting and being an example for other people. Three, advocacy, being a voice for change. We talked about that in pretty much detail yesterday. I'm not going to say the numbers because I did not number my list, but this is number 4. In-kind donations, meaning giving goods and supplies and services. I've already mentioned that when I moved, it's been 4 years ago now, I decided I was going to pare down and simplify my life, and I set a goal to give away 90% of my material things, 90% of the stuff that I'd accumulated throughout, I'd lived in that house over 25 years, maybe not quite 25 years. Anyway, a long time, couple of decades, and I had accumulated, raised my family in the home, big house, lots of stuff, and I'm like, I don't need all this stuff anymore. I'm getting older. I want to travel. I want to do more fun things. I want to hang out with my grandchildren. I don't need to be inundated with all the stuff that accumulates, not only accumulates, but accumulates dust, right? So you can, in-kind donations, you can give stuff away. And there's lots of places you can give that away. If that's something you want to do, there's lots of places besides Goodwill, right? So find the place that feels right for you. Skill sharing, empowering others with knowledge. Again, that's a lot like volunteering, or it falls under volunteering in different areas and categories, but sharing your skills. A lot of older executives, older business people volunteer at something called SCORE, SCORE, which in my state, I don't know if it's a federal thing, but in Wisconsin anyway, it's a business consulting through the government for small businesses, things like that. But we're sharing knowledge, skills, and wisdom, right? Organizing fundraisers to mobilize support. That's a great way to support a cause that you are interested in. Set up an event or organize fundraisers, raise money for certain things. I participated a lot in Bras for a Cause in my community because it was fun. I had a business there, and my local community, and my mom had breast cancer, and other people I knew, almost all the women on my dad's side of the family at some point in time had breast cancer. So I am a huge supporter of finding a cure for that. Eco-friendly initiatives, you can contribute to the greenness of our planet, and that's very popular right now as well with all of the climate change talk that's going on. Blood and organ donations. Are you an organ donor? Now, if they take my organs, I would probably donate them, but I don't think anybody wants my heart and things, or my eyes for sure. Educational support, nurturing future generations. Volunteer to teach something, or teach a class, or help out at your local schools or your community college. International aid, money to support and impact global causes or global things. If there's a tsunami on the other side of the world, or if there's hurricanes or natural disasters, you can donate money to those things. Or you can donate your time and energy, or actually go help clean up in those areas. You can start at home too, because there's lots of help that's needed in different areas of the United States as different natural disasters hit us as well. Corporate giving, encouraging corporate responsibility. You can give through your place of employment. If you work for a corporation, a lot of times they'll do corporate matching. I remember when I worked at some big companies I won't name here, or with some big companies I won't name here, when they did their United Way or other fundraising events, whatever was given, the corporation would match those with like-kind funds, usually not labor, but with like-type of matching, funds matching. Community building, strengthening bonds in your community. What are some causes? There's a lot of things that have gone on in my community. People built and volunteered to help build different parks around our community. And they would not only raise money, but then they would actually physically help to build the equipment that went to those parks. Micro donations, small donations can make micro donations. Small donations can add up and make a huge impact. Now online, there's all kinds of ways to donate money and help people and causes. There's whole websites set up for giving and fundraising, etc. And raising funds is a form of support, right? Mentorship, guiding the next generation. Have you been a mentor? Have you had a mentor? I've had dozens of mentors in my life, and I've also mentored hundreds and hundreds of people throughout my life and career. Donor advised funds, meaning strategic giving by joining a fund that strategically gives to the causes that you're interested in. Social entrepreneurship, meaning combining business and making the world a better planet, and philanthropy, right? Random acts of kindness. This is probably my personal favorite, spreading goodwill just by doing kind things and being kind all the time, right? Every single day you can do a random act of kindness, believe it or not. I have a friend that does around the holidays, she leads a 19 or 20 day random acts of kindness before Christmas. And it's a great thing. She's done it for several years now. But I say, if you can do it for 19 days around Christmas, you can do it every single day. Just look for a way to be kind. It's not that hard to find. Disaster relief, again, helping in times of crisis, globally or at home. Legacy giving. We've had a lot of really bad storms go through our community in the last few years. I think almost everyone in our little town has got new roofs and new siding because of hail damage and bad storms that have gone through. Ripped off the top of the boathouse downtown. It took out part of the library. But it's amazing to see how many people come out just to help clean up in the parks and public areas, just to do what they can to provide some relief. And that is a terrific way to contribute and make the world a better place. Legacy giving, leaving a lasting legacy by setting up a fund or a foundation or a scholarship in your or someone else's name. Community gardens, growing food and building community. We have at least 2 community gardens that I know of in our small town. One's by the hospital and one is by, where's that other one? It's out on one of the country roads, but they're a wonderful way to get to know people in your community, as well as to learn how to sustain your own life by growing some of your own food. It's real easy to go to the grocery store or get your food delivered. Some of us do that. But it's also very rewarding and fun to grow things that you can eat. We're growing just a couple things this year on the new deck. We got a new deck, so we're growing tomatoes and actually yellow, purple, and orange, regular red tomatoes. Inclusivity and I can't read my own writing. Probably diversity, inclusivity and diversity, promoting equality. Now, again, I don't think that there's such a thing as equality. Equal isn't equal. We are all infinite beings, but doesn't mean we're all equal. We're all different and unique, and we need to build on our strengths and embrace that uniqueness. So being yourself, but including others, and expecting other people to accept you for who you are means you have to accept everyone else for who they are. And who are we to judge anyway? So that's just our list. I think there's probably 23 things on that. Some overlap a little bit, of course, like every other list that's ever created. But pick one today. Share one thing, one way that you could contribute to whatever it is that's important to you. Share that in the comments below. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, that's it for today. I'm getting ready to go on a trip. I wasn't going to tell anyone, but you're going to know when my background changes. So, heads up, coming up. Heaven knows how I'm going to do my videos, but I always find a way to figure it out, right? Even on the road. So, if I can help in any way, ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day and keep looking forward to doing your one thing every day to get what you want.